Well, an effort by Indianapolis's top companies and economic development organizations to encourage more college graduates to start their careers in Indy seems to be paying off. Around 200 graduates, or nearly 40% of interns who participated in IndyFluence last summer, chose to start their careers in Indianapolis, despite many of them not having lived or worked here before that. Now, with more on how Central Indiana's top companies are seeing a return on a first-of-its-kind talent attraction program, pleased to welcome to the show Roche Diagnostics Head of People and Culture, Bridget Boyle. Bridget, welcome.
Thank you. Glad to be here.
Okay, first of all, this is the third year. You're just wrapping up IndyFluence, but give us kind of a thumbnail description of the IndyFluence program and what it's all about.
So it is our third year with IndyFluence, and what it is many of the top companies within Indianapolis came together and said, what is a way that we can, instead of competing against each other for talent, how can we work together, come together, and create a compelling program that will draw recent graduates to want to stay within our state and start their careers. And the best way that we can do that is to introduce them to our city and everything that it has to offer, help them establish a network early on, get them introduced to business leaders and civic leaders, and then also introduce them to all the creative ways that they can start to give back early in their career.
Yeah, talk about that, because this truly is a unique program in the country and multifaceted program indeed, giving back to Indy. So these interns are going out and doing community service projects. They're also connecting, networking with leadership as well. So a number of things make up the IndyFluence equation.
Right, they are not only giving back to the city by helping clean up parks and donating their time and energy to efforts that are important to the city, but they're also getting to learn about nonprofits and charitable giving opportunities. They also get to vote, where we are able to make a $14,000 contribution at the end of the IndyFluence event. They get to vote on their top nonprofit. And in this case, what was chosen was a refugee, helping establish refugees in Indianapolis. That was chosen as the winner that was announced yesterday. And then last but not least, we help these individuals get early financial education, because financial stability is important at an early stage in their career. So we do a lot of training there. And we do education and awareness on diversity and inclusion. They get to meet a lot of business leaders.
Yeah, and what I think is really interesting this year, you had a record number of interns participate, 600, a big number, and also interesting, and that's that return on investment. And I mentioned it in the introduction, but a number of interns who participated last year indeed decided to start their careers here in Indy, even though they hadn't lived here before. That's
right. I mean, when we really started to look at the numbers of the interns who had accepted full-time offers, 40%. And like you said in the beginning, many of them had never even stepped foot in our state. And so, it was a very compelling program. And in a year where many companies and states were just completely eliminating internship programs, not only did we honor our commitment to these students, but we also said, how do we take it up a level, and how do we raise the number of people that we can reach? 40% of those 500 accepted full-time offers. And so we know that we're going to continue to grow this number year over year. And we already have companies who've never participated, and they're reaching out to us saying, how do I get involved in this? Yeah, I only have 30 seconds left, Bridget. Ascend Indiana's kind of that talent attraction engine, getting these interns. But based on the participation, the increasing numbers, 600 this year, it looks as though this program is not only here to stay, but has a growth trajectory. Absolutely, yes. Growth trajectory. I'd love to see us double the number of interns and continue to use Ascend Indiana as a recruiting engine for us. IndyFluence is the unique program, a talent attraction program that is having big success. Bridget Boyle from Roche Diagnostics, thanks very much for joining us. We look forward to seeing you soon. Thank you so much.